Sydney Film Festival on the 11th, and it just happens to be a Beatles night. And who do we have with us but Bob Rogers, one of the all-round good guys. How are you, Bob?
I'm very well, thanks. You might mention that it was on this very day that they arrived in Sydney, in that blustering storm. We arrived, I was with them.
I actually saw footage on tonight's news, and it had you following them up on the runway going up to the airport onto the plane in London.
With Aunt Mimi in front of me, yes. John's Aunt Mimi was on the trip, and I was there. I was called the fifth Beatle in those days.
That's right, yeah. So what was it like from the... I understand that you actually spoke with them before you left London.
I met them for the first time at Argyle Road Studios, not Abbey Road, but the studios of the promoters. Then I went to Amsterdam with them, and that was absolutely unbelievable. It was the only public appearance they made. They weren't going to do it afterwards because of the chaos it caused. They had the Queen of Holland's boat, but on a sunny Saturday afternoon in Amsterdam, the Doer Scotch were anything but doer. They swam to the boats, they caused chaos with the police, and so they decided they could never go make another public appearance throughout that trip.
But they changed it all when they came here to Australia.
Well, they didn't really make a public appearance. They sang at the concerts. They were snuck into the concerts. The only time they publicly appeared was on the balcony of hotels. They just weren't able to go out amongst the public.
Sure, and from what I read, it was the most publicised event, or the most people turning out, I should say, for a Beatles event in the whole of the world.
We don't know why that was. We looked back. I mean, 350,000 people in Adelaide, with a population probably of 750,000 then. Why? I don't know. It's just we've never seen anything like it before or since.
Yeah, and I also understand that they sort of, when they got back to England, they sort of played it down not to offend people of how the Antipodeans reacted to them.
I didn't know that, but it wasn't like this in America. It never happened anywhere else, never before or never again. So who knows?
Right, and the two films are on tonight. I take it that you have seen them before.
I have, but 30 years ago. A Hard Day's Night was made in about 5 weeks, I think. It was a bit of a romp. Before they came here, they had to cram it into their schedule. And Help was made about a year later. I think it was probably had a little more content, but they were just all good fun movies.